What's special about the AFCON right now is the fact that Morocco pulled out from hosting the competition, which is, there's a lot of conversation to be had around that. Why do you think Morocco pulled out? Coach?
Well, Morocco is the only well-structured football nation we have in Africa as at now. I mean, it's the number one. You get the point? So they can do their nyanga. Whatever nyanga they want to, they can do it. They can tell us that they don't want, because they have everything. They have the stadia, the road network, you know. In fact, the touristics, everything. Morocco has everything that it takes to host any competition. So
why are they pulling out of this one?
Yeah, I think they are pulling out because of the fine that CAF fined them after the AFCON. So because of the repercussions of the AFCON, they now refuse to host the WAFCON. It's but normal that in their minds they thought CAF should be at least fair after losing the AFCON to Senegal, and then receiving fines, you know, for all those things, you know, that CAF should have at least exercised some clemence, you know, towards them, so that they should, continue with their good gesture of hosting other tournaments. And now they feel again like, on the economic side of it, that perhaps the WAFCON is not going to yield much more like the AFCON. So there are too many reasons surrounding their reasons for step or dropping out. And then secondly again, thirdly, perhaps they want CAF to drop, you know, to drop money.
Okay,
let me be clear about that.
So basically, these are all your own take as per what you think could be the reason.
No, right? It's my take, and it's the reason because, like I said, you remember the Moroccan FA or FF, either Football Association or Football Federation, came out to say this, that for CAF fining them, it's wrong. So, what will be the next move? This is the next move. The next move is to find them or see them withdrawing from hosting major events, because they believe that they have everything that it takes to host events. And you and I here in the panel, we know that they have everything. Abi, they have the hotels, they have the stadiums, they have everything. The fields are there.
They gained the most for everything.
Yeah,
because
they're gaining. They're not losing in any way.
You had the whole of Africa come into your country. That means hotels will be booked, right? Your transport sector, there'll be lots of jobs for everyone to do. Yeah. People are going to make money. The people who sell in the country would have lots of patronage,
yes,
right? And then your facilities gets attention. Now the whole world can see that Morocco has global facilities.
Yeah.
What that means is that you'll be able to attract,
foreign investors.
Foreign investors.
Even after the AFCON,
as
more
well
people will
FIFA
come.
would start considering Morocco to probably host the World Cup or hold major competition. Then, not to talk about tickets sold and all that endorsement, you literally benefited greatly. In fact, benefited the most from the AFCON.
Now we are talking because Morocco refused to host the AFCON, which is but normal. They have the right. They reserve their right to host or not to host. They don't impose it on them.
Of course.
No, but the timing is the problem.
Yeah. The timing is the problem. I'll talk about the timing. Now, we should look at it on their own advantage. One, once your facility is being overused, it wears out. You get it? Now, they have the Moroccan league that's been played all over the national territory. They need those stadia. You get the point? Now, overusing those facilities will require a lot of money to maintain them. Ask yourself the question, why most of the African countries are not up to Moroccan standard? I will tell you why. The reason is simple. Because to build is easy. To go to the IMF and borrow money to build is easy. To go to other banks to borrow money to build is easy. You understand? To dip deep into your GDP to build is very easy. But to maintain those facilities is very difficult.
The question I should ask you is, if you're looking at it from that perspective, the question should be, did you not factor that in before putting in bids for all those competitions? Before you come in, you should also understand that what Morocco put together is an investment, and this is them trying to recoup their investments. So even the maintenance is also part of them recouping their investment.
Yeah. It has to
because
be-
if no, okay, do you want to compare the money that comes in during these competitions, like the AFCON, to their league games? You can't compare.
Let me come in. We don't get it well. What I'm saying is, the competition should not be hosted shouldn't be a back to back. It destroys the facilities. It has to be on an interval basis, like maybe after 4 years. You understand? Maybe after 3 years, you understand? I host one event. That's to me, positively looking at their roadmap. That's where they are heading to.
Coach, let me ask you a
But
question.
they know the dates for this tournament.
Coach,
and they
exactly.
gave them the rights to host, and they accepted.
Coach, let me ask you.
But
Coach,